Hey, Pori. Welcome. Oh, striped shirts. That's how you know they're a kid. This is not a test. The following is a warning issued by local law enforcement. Civil authorities have declared a state of emergency and district-wide lockdown. We ask that all businesses cease outdoor activities and for civilians to remain indoors. At approximately 12 a.m. midnight, tonight we ask that all households and businesses shut off any television, radio, and media devices. It is for your safety and you do not view the program scheduled for 12 o'clock tonight. It is also imperative for your safety to remain indoors at this time. Do not attempt to let any unknown or suspicious persons into your home, like black-eyed children. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming. That's probably the reason why we can't go trick-or-treating tonight. It looks like we're stuck inside for now. A Halloween night indoors, what could be safer? God, this feels super 90s and 80s and whatnot. Ah, so this is like a demo thing. Yeah, nice synthwave background, I agree. Listen here, you little shits. Because of your shenanigans, you're going to waste both yours and mine's afternoons here in detention. And there looks to be a lot of you this time. Never before in my years since this high school's founding have I seen such a group of losers. And mind you, that was back in 1953. That's a lot of years. And somehow you all managed to surpass all your predecessors in disappointment. Ticking time bombs. A lot of you. Anyway, let's start with what I'm actually supposed to be teaching you. Grades are your life, literally. You gain HP by answering correctly on pop quizzes. Case in point. Hope that drove the point home. For those of you who got it right, dumb luck. Those who got it wrong, suck it up. You'll probably see this question later. Moving on, everything that you'll do in your academic careers will require HP. Hi. I think the cats are annoyed. From fights designed to make you fail to mopping the floors, it'll cost HP. That being said, you can see how important it is to answer correctly on pop quizzes. Meow. Are you guys okay? Are you guys annoyed with me for my voice? That looks to be it. Here, take this quick survey on the school's motto. I'm going to take a leak. Oh, you guys okay? Are you guys upset? Did I make you upset with my, voice? Yeah. Wow. I think that guy just shot himself. Stop asking me for pizza. Why would I do that? -1 mop, -3 HP. You really walking alone out here? Did you need a pop quiz to bring your grade up? Awesome. Huh, neat. Damn it, they got me doing detention today. Like keeping them after school a few hours will teach them anything. And they want me to give them this survey on top of it. What is this, the school oath? Bullshit. All of it. There's only one important lesson out there, and they don't even teach it. People lie, and we teach them to continue to do it. I don't think the cats like me doing this voice. Some job, huh? Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay. Thank you, guys. Oh, that was interesting. The Newgrounds virus? Was that what that said? I did not mean to do that. Talk about the living dead, huh? Yeah, I remember F5, the gaming channel. Tonight we're going to be looking at a relatively forgotten piece of gaming history. Red Boy Adventures was a popular piece of software with origins tracing back to the turn of the century. Now with a name like that, how can anyone expect to take it seriously? The answer, unfortunately, was that no one did. The consequences, however, were tumultuous. Freeware was rarely regulated back in those days, so the poor bastards who did install it were in for a poor surprise. Within seconds, computers were said to be hijacked and controlled remotely from an unknown source. That would be the biggest problem if not for the flaming monitors and mysterious blue smoke accompanying it. But what, pray tell, would anyone want with the processing power of thousands of PCs across the globe? Well, here's where it gets weird. The thing is, that isn't actually the real game. It was actually a copy of an older piece of software. That older piece of software literally has no origin. Really. The only proof that the game actually existed are some alleged screenshots from the internet. Now, if we're following internet mythos, legend states that the game has the ability to commune with the dead. Guess we know where all that processing power was used for, huh? Further rumors also state that only the original copy's files are password protected. What that password is, you'll probably never know. The community for that is dispersed and moved on to other things. I don't think the cats like me talking. I'm going to stop talking for now. Oh hey, it's the anime channel. Yeah, this definitely seems like anime. Sort of. It's more like a collection of demos, I think. Maybe they'll be released later this Halloween, I'm guessing. This is curious. Oh, it's him. What's his name? Deadweight, right? I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. Putting a stop to this sibling rivalry. You came all this way just for that. Whatever you call yourself, your brother's not gonna die here, neither are you. You have a problem with that? Ugh. Not gonna die my ass. Bitch slap nearly killed me. If I beat him, then by default, I beat you. Agreed, brother? Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out. When this is over, I'll make you submit, father. Dummy Thick Demons, the adaptation. God, this really does feel like staying home at night in the 90s watching television. Project Office Horror. Let's check out Channel 9. You understand why you are here, correct? Don't worry. This is standard for all exit interviews. So these are demos for future horror games, which I think will be coming out later this month, I'm guessing. I don't know. It's very odd. You can start at the beginning of your shift. We trust that you are making a productive use of your time. God, this site is super fucking 90s. Yeah, it's super 90s, you're right. The internet is my passion. Same. Scary spaghetti. The videos used to take fucking forever to load back in this time, day and age. That was a hanged guy. But please. I'll forgive them too. Help me. That sounds about right, given your browser history. But please, do elaborate on how an employee such as yourself stumbled onto these old files. We'd like to be aware of any potential security holes. Huh, interesting. God. You know, it never really occurred to me, but a game based around 90s internet searching would be great. I just noticed all of the channels are on odd numbers. Let's take a toilet break. Yeah, but that was essentially like proto creepypasta. The internet was simpler back then, and in some ways a lot better. In some ways not as good, in some ways a lot better. Following the starting public service announcement earlier this evening, folks around the community are now packing up their Halloween activities. And in compliance to the service announcement earlier, we will be reiterating some basic rules to help you have a safe, monster-free evening. Rule number 1. Always wear a costume. If you can't afford one, use your imagination. And no, a birthday suit is not a costume. Rule number 2. Be sure to give out treats. Never be caught without any candy. You've heard the horror stories. Otherwise, what's her name? That girl with the cut mouth will come after you. Rule number 3. Do not pack your decorations early. Wait until after the pranks have been pulled. You don't want to be caught after midnight. And rule number 4. Always check your candy. Poison and tempered candy can be deadly. But black licorice is even deadlier. I once had black licorice Scotty dogs given to me for Christmas based on the Homestuck thing from Spade Slick's candy of choice, and they were actually pretty good. Black licorice Scotty dogs are actually pretty good, in my opinion anyway. Yep, exactly, Pori. Entirely. Definitely better in that way too, and also a lot simpler and more simplistic, I guess. Like, there wasn't a lot of ideas back then, I don't think. There wasn't a lot of deviation back then. It was a lot, not deviation, but that thing when things fuck, I can't remember the word. When things come from one thing and then become something else. Like, there wasn't a lot of source material back then. Remember, nothing must stand in its way. Ooh, a slasher movie. Want to bet on who dies first? Looks like you're fresh out of candy. Oh god, you're right. The spider on the wall does move. That's pretty interesting. I didn't notice that. Tonight on Cold Files. Not safe for work edition. I picked a great channel. We investigate an unsettling website from the deep web and the community-wide conspiracy so strange, we have moved it to a different channel. Watch Channel 69 for the shocking truth and full story. Ayo, the sex number. Good thing our parents aren't home, huh? Thanks for tuning in tonight. We've got a long road ahead. Oh, it's Desert Bus. Welcome to our late night radio broadcast. We'll be keeping you company on your evening drive. Looks like a dry and clear evening, courtesy of the winds from the wildfire last week. Sky's looking great, but the land will be scarred for a long, long time. Our deepest condolences to the mountain and those who called it home. Your sacrifices were not in vain. Luckily for you non-Conti folk, local forests have been spared from any damages. It's the perfect time to go hiking after all. Right after a fire? No thanks. What direction, I wonder, would you be interested in? On the topic of the mountains and their subsequent canyons, while the cause for the previous wildfire is unknown, the frequencies of these fires do indicate them being natural occurrences. Random lightning strikes combined with the air conditions suggest increased cryptozoological avian activity. Awesome. For your safety, non-county folk best stay clear of their territory. Burb. Pori, it's Burb. Great weather is also just in time for the festivities this week. And for those of you who do know, Burbs. The show's on tonight. And it looks like we got ourselves another contestant. Driving on down the highway right now. Awesome, it's Silent Hill 2 all over again. You're not supposed to stop so suddenly, my dude. You don't know what could have been behind you. Boris Blizzard Mikic. I'm thinking about doing Patreon for this guy. He certainly tries hard. Hey again, it's everyone's favorite red puppet monster. Still going, huh? Ooh, we got another caller. Ha, and they said I wouldn't even make it to one. Neither did I, to be honest. Ooh. Hey, yo, where are you calling from tonight? Don't say from inside the house, ha. What are you, a clown? Oh, how the turntables. You want to know where I'm calling from? I'm legally obligated to say that's a secret, but since you're special, I'll give you some hints. You know, context clues. Let's see here. Well, it's dark. There's a light on me, so everything may just look that way. Smells faintly of damp clothes and, what is that? Donuts? Tacos? Definitely nowhere near where the sun shines. Oh, I see a handsome red devil over there. Wait, that's just a mirror. Ha. He's getting worse. Welcome to the 11 o'clock news. Breaking news tonight, local authorities are warning the public to be on the watch for a group of masked individuals. We understand this may be difficult because of Halloween tonight, but please be aware of the following to identify these individuals. I probably get candy from playing those demos. I probably have to play those demos to get candy. Their sizes range from as small as 3 to 4 feet and can be mistaken for ordinary children. One was seen wearing what looked to be a hockey mask, also threatening random pedestrians for their candy. And another dressed in a pink tutu and fairy wings, also seen tackling and biting civilians. If you see anyone matching these descriptions, please call into your local authorities and let them know in detail their last location. Do not attempt to approach these individuals. They are presumed to be armed and extremely dangerous. Man, this feels so 90s. Tonight on this episode of Them Ghost Boys. Clink. Bro! What is it, brah? Did you hear that, bro? Bruh. What, bro? I'm getting chills. Oh, my arm, bro. Bruh, let me feel. 6 feet away because they're not gay. Bro! There's another bro besides us in here. Bring out the Spirit Bro X. The what? What will them ghost boys get into next? Tune in next week for the thrilling conclusion. What's up? It's your boy, everyone's favorite red puppet monster. This guy. Whoa, you're actually gonna do it? And we got another caller coming in hot. Go ahead, ask me anything. What's the best pizza topping? Pizza! Finally, someone's speaking my language. It's a good thing we're on live television because I'm about to end the debate once and for all. This will put an end to war, bring civilizations to a new age of enlightenment, will finally help us achieve peaceful contact with alien life, and make us break free from the vicious cycles we create for each other, and defeat capitalism. Because our biggest obstacle for it isn't the supernatural, or taxes, or anything. but ourselves, the rich. This feels like an adult thing we'll understand when we're older. Oh, that talking actually made me forget the question, haha. Anyway, I hope you find what you're looking for someday. No, he was not going to say pineapple, fortunately. Welcome to the Localized Import Programming Block, your source for international television. We now return back to your program. The crippled man with shades struggles to lift himself from the desk he sat at for so long. An easy task now made a painful, lengthy process. Yeah, apparently not. He uses... It's unexpected. He uses the table to steady himself as he looks out the window for the paramilitary organization he helped rebuild over the years. A dark rain continued on the platforms outside. Not very ideal for a crippled man to go around stretching what's left of his body. In the reflection of the window, he catches a glimpse of a photo taken 9 years ago. It was taken back in the old days, when times weren't as simple, but just as monstrous. He would have been able to fight the times if the one-armed man was at his side. But in the end, the times had not been kind to either of them. The crippled man spins on his one heel, and despite his broken body, began to boogie his way into the photo. It was as if the thought of the one-armed man alone gave him enough strength to do what his body couldn't. As long as he was at his side, it would be as it was before. But then from the small vantage point of his window in the cascading rain, he saw the one-armed man playing, and splashing puddles against him was what looked to be the uneasy ally, the quiet woman. The crippled man saw the look on the one-armed man's face, but he did not recognize him. The one-armed man and the quiet woman suddenly came to a stop as the rain ceased in a serene moment and then parted. It was as if he had finally had the yesterday he longed for, but could not convince himself this was what he desired. A possessive obsession where he wanted what he did not have, and it drove him mad. The crippled man looked wistfully on, and continued to deny the fact that the man down there and the man in the photo are not the same. Next time, nanomachines, son. Let's try something. I want to try something. Yeah. I have a feeling you get different students depending on what you answer, but I don't know for sure. Let's see if there's a candy in here. Nope, there was not a candy in there. Huh, okay. Okay, so that's just the same no matter what. That's good to know. But the television programs are different depending on when you watch. How do you get candy then? Tick tock, tick tock. You are now watching a live performance of a professional hypnotist. Hot. In the time it takes to watch the rest of this commercial, you will be overcome with the desire to tune into Channel 75. There you will uncover the dark secrets of hypnotism now being shared with the public after years of government cover-ups. And now, on the night of All Hallows Eve, we have been approved to share this information for one night only. We'll see you there. So, you feeling sufficiently hypnotized? This message will repeat. This message will repeat. Whoa, what happened to the show? This is a message to all viewers tuned into this program. This program is currently under investigation by government authorities for potential illegal activity. If you are lured here by an advertisement claiming to teach you fringe or pseudoscientific topics, please be aware. The claims of these falsely advertised techniques are purely fictional and are not supported by any approved research. Please note the following for your future safety. Do not try any of the advertised occult practices. Do not tune into any even-numbered channels. And do not play video games about red puppet monsters. Trying any of these will endanger your health and risk making you susceptible to dangerous groups and forces. This message will repeat. This message will repeat. So obviously you know what we have to do. Doesn't that look like a bathroom mirror? Why are they broadcasting footage of a mirror? It's not like chanting Bloody Mary 3 times here will do anything, right? Gah! I was really holding my breath there. In need of late-night munchies? Darn kids have taken all the candy? Do you need a barely living wage salary? Then tune in to Channel 43 for news on the supermarket nearest you. Jeez, are all even-numbered channels like this? Huh, interesting. Attention shoppers, it is now 10 minutes to closing. I repeat, 10 minutes to closing time. Clean up on aisle 7. You notice that the large balls from the display cage have gotten loose and are now bouncing all across the store. Following the trail, you see a group of teens taking turns shooting them back into the cage. The teens all stop to look at you. You notice they are each armed with the larger balls from the cage. A painful moment passes as you're pelted from all sides. The teens then scatter from this scene. I mean, personally, I wouldn't care. But I figure being a decent employee will get me the candy, I'm guessing. You see that puddle had gotten immensely larger than before. However, committing to your decision, you place the sign right at the edge of the puzzle. Someone will clean this up later, hopefully. Not getting paid enough for this. The store is just on the verge of closing time, yet there's a large line held up by what is definitely an unsatisfied customer. They turn and make a beeline straight to you. You think this is funny? I demand to see the messenger. In a cosmic sort of way, yes. They are taken aback with a face of pure shock and disgust. They then leave all their items at the register, middle finger firmly in the air. You just lost a valuable customer. The rest of the line applauded. Attention shoppers, the store is now closed. Please make your way to the nearest exit. Think they'll notice? Interesting. Attempts to reach any available coworkers have been unsuccessful. You did room the office that has the live feed from the CCTV cameras around the store. Interesting. Sort of like FNAF, but different. So if I make different choices, do I get candy or something? That's interesting. Okay, I remember this, yeah. Well, this was an interesting game. I missed quite a few things, it seems. But, oh well. I can't help but wonder what the things I missed were. Welcome to the 12 o'clock news. It is now midnight. I repeat, it is now midnight. Per the public service announcement earlier, all civilians must stay indoors. Please be sure to secure all entrances to your homes, and do not let anything in. This includes any persons or animals left outside. Unfortunately, they will be lost. Gods help them. Another Halloween down the drain. Really wish we could have been out longer. I could have shown you the best places in town to trick or treat. You know, full-sized bars and stuff. I just hope you enjoyed our first Halloween together. As sisters. Sorry, stepsisters. You barely said anything tonight, so I know this is still weird. This reminds me of that monster film. You know, it kind of feels like we're just a bunch of chopped up limbs being sewn together to make a whole person. We all definitely don't match, and we probably don't even count as human, but I don't think we're incapable of happiness. Well, that was cute. Well, it was wholesome for a little while. This is 12 o'clock news with an important reminder. Keep all entrances to your home locked and do not let anyone, or anything inside. We cannot guarantee your safety. Trick or treat. No, that's not good at all. Well, shit. Perhaps you need chew candy in order to survive? Perhaps you need chew candy for both kids to survive? That's interesting. It was certainly a good short horror game. It got me near the end. Definitely felt very abnormal. some of it was kind of unnerving. It was nice. Enjoyed it. Short, sweet, to the point. It keeps you entertained because you're always constantly trying to figure out what's next and stuff. And the different channels and whatnot. You have to look for different channels. That's probably because it was technically a demo. But as far as I'm concerned, the majority of it was supposed to be about late 90s watching TV in a horror movie sort of esque way. Just watching TV with family. That's what it felt like it was supposed to be about. But that's just me. I'll boot up Fatal Frame 4 now in a second. Thank you for joining me. Wow, that took 42 minutes. Interesting.